Well, we're halfway into December.
So let's see what lucky number 13 has in store for us today.
So are you the superstitious kind when it comes to number 13?
No, it's actually my favorite number.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So you're a Taylor Swift fan?
Oh, big Taylor Swift fan.
Well, let's see if number 13 grants us another good flavor.
Taylor Swift, bring me luck.
That doesn't sound good, everyone.
Not with me today.
Oh, we got the cinnamon cocoa again. Mm-hmm. Well, it seems number 13 wasn't lucky for us today.
No, just luck was not on our side today.
No, not at all. We previously got cinnamon cocoa on day number 10. Mm-hmm. It's been our most poorly rated cocoa so far.
Yeah.
You want to remind everyone what that score was?
An icky number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's the only cocoa we've given a 1 so far too.
Yeah, we just both did not like this one.
Yeah, no, it had a very strong cinnamon scent to it, and not even like powdered cinnamon or anything, or a cinnamon stick or anything like that. It was like big red cinnamon.
Very artificial.
Yeah, exactly. And it was really kick you in the face. It was strong. Mm-hmm. But then you go to taste it. You tasted a little bit of cinnamon. I didn't taste any.
Yeah.
To me, it was very bland.
Which is odd, but...
Yeah. I mean, to each their own, but at the end of the day, it didn't hold up.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen cinnamon cocoa flavor. Mm-hmm. I have no idea if there's any other brands of cinnamon cocoa. I'm sure there is somewhere. Mm-hmm. If there is, I haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. Haven't tried them. Would you be open to tasting a different brand, knowing how this one turned out?
I mean, maybe, because I know that, like, you could put cinnamon into other drinks, and, like, I would assume that, like, if you have, like, another flavored drink where you could put the cinnamon on top, I would assume that the cinnamon is inside of it as well.
Sure, can be.
But if it's just chocolate and cinnamon, the cinnamon has to be more real and not so artificial.
Right, definitely. Yeah, no, not just cinnamon flavoring or, whatever it is that they actually use for this, because whatever they use for this doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And if they still happen to use any real cinnamon, then clearly cinnamon and hot cocoa don't mix, because this is just no bueno after all. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Those were our reviews. We last reviewed it at 1, and I believe it's staying at a 1.
Yeah.
Not gonna try this one again. So we'll see you in the wine.
Did you know there's also a thing with the number 13 in Disney?
Is there really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was his favorite number, but if you were to look like at the Haunted Mansion and a couple other things, there's the number 13 like all around the park.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't been to Disney World in a while, but in Disneyland, I know. And then I think, I could be wrong, so don't quote me, but I think the address has 13 in it.
Interesting. No,
Another reason to love that number.
Well, I would love it even more if it gives us a good wine.
May the spirits of number 13 be with us.
Let's break into it and find out. Let's not open the whole thing now. Ooh, this one might be up your alley.
Tinsel Time Sweet Red.
From Italy, too.
Today's wine is called Tinsel Time. It's a sweet red. It's from Italy and has a 12% alcohol by volume.
So today we've got a sweet red. You have any thoughts on that?
Well, I've never had a particularly sweet red or anything called a sweet red, so no thoughts really.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of a wine being called sweet red. I know there's certain ones that tend to be a little sweeter, but they're never this much red. They're always more pinkish, like a rosé. Like a white Zinfandel or a white Merlot, those are definitely sweeter. And they use red grapes to make them. They're just never this red. So I'm really interested in seeing what a sweet red is really about.
Maybe this will be the one for me.
Not particularly a sweet aroma.
No.
But it's not super heavy on the spice either. Like you would imagine with the other wines of this color. Yeah, only a tiny bit of pepper. It's got legs, but it took a while for them to get moving, so might not have a lot of tannins. I don't know. I'm curious. What do you think?
Oh.
It's definitely have a sweet flavor to it. The initial flavor is very sweet. It's got some tannins in there. It's not super heavy, but they're definitely there. I don't think it's too bad.
The initial taste, like you said, it is sweet. Which kind of shocks me.
Yeah. A wine that sweet of this color is very shocking.
But then like the after is, it has that like that red wine like kind of taste to it. But I don't know.
Personally, I don't think that red wine aftertaste is too strong. I'm just not sure if it mixes well with the sweet.
Why not?
Because you go from sweet to like slightly bitter. And that throws me off a little bit because that's not really a thing you're used to. You know, that's not really a flavor combination you find too often.
Okay, but I will say that for someone like me who does not like red wine, this could be something to introduce to somebody to get them to like red wine, because I don't find this bad.
So we found a one that can start getting you on the right track.
Very possibly. I am not mad at this.
Okay. So what would your overall rating be?
You have to give me a minute. I have to think about it.
Well, I'm gonna give this a solid 5. maybe even a 6, because it is good. Like I said, the only thing that throws me off is the combination of 2 different tastes, going from sweet to slightly bitter. And again, it's not like it's overly bitter or anything. It's definitely not a hit you in the face type of flavor, or overwhelming. It's not like you taste it and it overwhelms the sweet. It's just a transition that I wasn't prepared for.
But then again, it is that transition that you could get someone to like red wines. You know, if you're introducing red wines for the first time, or you want to get to like red wines, I think this is a good place to start.
Yeah, you're right. This can definitely be an I can talk, I promise. An introductory wine into reds. Get them to start getting accustomed to that aftertaste flavor, without being completely put off by it. So yeah, you're 100% right. But for myself, as someone who's a little bit more experienced with wine, not saying I'm an expert or anything, but I've had a few wines before. Again, that, you know, it's not what you're expecting, especially not in a wine of this color. But again, it's not horrible. I'm not mad at it. So it gets a 6 for me.
I'm actually really not mad at this. I'm actually kind of impressed. So I would say it's about maybe like a 5.5, maybe a 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with middle of the road. I'm gonna go 5.5, because that's actually the first, probably the only red that I like. So I'm very impressed with it. Still middle of the road, but just like a step over, just a very little bit over.
Okay. Well, there you have it, everyone. Our first wine that can have our non-wine lover here on the right path. So let's go out and find some more. So it turns out number 13 was lucky after all.
Told you it was a good number. It led us to a drinkable red wine.
It definitely did. And drop a comment down below and let us know, have you ever tried any of these sweet reds? Because we've definitely never heard of them. And we'd definitely like to try more. So let us know what brands you've had. What kind should we be looking at? Because we're definitely interested.
Like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.